giant, enormous, massive, colossal, jumbo. Today we try a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup of mammoth proportions. Our two warriors tasked with stopping this monster are Gus and Justin. Can they slay the beast, or will they become just another in a long line of failed competitors to the Reese's throne? You tried that? You Tried Dat, Jumbo Reese's. I'm Nick Nowhere from the pal Shade Hancock.
Howdy.
Nick Geiger.
Hello there.
It's a lot of Reese's.
It's
a lot of Reese's man love here.
But not the biggest Reese's we've eaten on this podcast, because we did eat that 2-pound Reese's or whatever it was at one time.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, Chad, is this the normal Reese's consumption for you in a day? Is it just concentrated into one snack?
This thing is like, I looked at the calories at first. I'm like, oh, only 130, but it's actually 400 calories for the whole thing. So,
wow,
that is. But I mean, that's the same as like if you get like a king size, Reese's or eat 4 Reese's cups, basically.
It's the same if you go out to eat with a family of 4.
That's same if you eat everything that they have on the menu at Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, everything on the menu at Cheesecake Factory is 400 calories. Real diet option, Cheesecake Factory. Here's a fucking trough full of Alfredo.
All right, so recently took a trip to New York City.
Nice job, man.
And
New York City.
That's right.
Get a rope.
Is that a Bush's baked beans thing?
That's a pace salsa.
Oh, it's a salsa.
Right.
That's what it is.
It's a salsa one. Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
And so
were you real quick? I have a question. Were you walking there?
Oh yeah. I was like, wait a second.
I'm walking here. Were you walking there?
I'm like, how long do we have to wait?
Okay. But instead of walking there, I decided to fly there.
Oh.
And so, getting ready to get on the plane, and we see a guy who's got a prosthetic leg. And the whole prosthetic limbs, super interesting to me, like how they're working. I'm watching this guy get around on his robotic leg, and
I'm staring at this carnival freak.
We're just waiting to get on. I see him kind of in the line a bit ahead of us. And my daughter's there, and I'm like, hey, look at that guy's leg.
Isn't it interesting? Stare at it.
And she was interested. She's like, oh, that looks awesome. I'm like, that is awesome. And so we then get on the flight. 10 minutes later, I'm sitting down. And who should I be sitting next to? With the man with the prosthetic leg. Just
the one-legged man.
Right.
Johnny One Leg. Is this a knee down prosthetic, or is it a whole leg?
He did have shorts, and it was prosthetic the whole way through. And it did have a bending joint to it. So I don't know how high it went up.
Yeah.
I didn't find out till later. I was putting my hand up his pants, but I'll let it know.
I just want to see where the off switch is.
And so
I think I found it. Oh, it's on right now.
This is a meet cute between me and this guy. Right.
Yeah. Just want to see if your penis is also prosthetic. That's it. That's all I'm trying to see.
I'm very interested.
Does the carpet match the leg?
Just the prosthetic pubes?
Say that.
Fiber optic cable or something?
Fuck, those are sharp.
Oh, God damn it. They each move independently? That's kind of fucking weird.
Touch 2 pubes at once and you get shocked.
So, I did not doing much. I just said hello, sat down, and didn't talk to the guy much. But midway through our flight, we're almost to New York, and the captain gets on, says, LaGuardia shut down from storms. You're being diverted to Pittsburgh. So we land in Pittsburgh, and we're sitting on the runway. And here's my chance. I start talking to this guy. You just striking up conversation with the people next to you. So I'm talking to him.
I don't know anything about that. I fucking hate doing that on planes, but go ahead.
like just asked where they're from, where they're traveling to. And we were on the runway for probably like an hour to 90 minutes. So a long time I'm getting to know this guy.
And how hard is it to just be like, so tell me about the next leg of your journey?
This
how
is
hard is it not to do that?
Yeah, my rest of my family was on the flight before me, so they're gonna have a leg up on the trip.
Can I find out about your leg, or is that on a need-to-know basis?
This leads into the question of, I spoke to this guy a long time, learned a lot about his life.
Yeah.
And
he did not bring up
I
leg
wanted to know about his leg so badly.
He's got to be like, this fucker is just going to ask about my leg.
Yeah.
He saw that you just fucking, glazing his leg with your eyes, just staring at it. He knew what you wanted.
What you want.
He's just
know
like
what you
stretching
wanna
it out
know.
like, anything interesting to you?
Get a good look. And so I'm like, I wanted to add, there was no way for me to bring it up, right? Like,
No
as
shit.
good of friends as I got of this guy. And I'm like, how long into our budding friendship would it have to be for me to ask what happened to his leg?
I would never ask. I would just, if he brings it up, he brings it up.
He's in your wedding. You just like, I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a fake leg? I didn't know. Were you like, man, I recently injured my ankle. It's a pretty long, brutal recovery.
Yeah.
You know anything about that? Or
talk about leg pain.
You know what sucks? Having a slightly sore leg. How about you? Is that a problem
it's
for
so
you?
cramped here on these flights with my 2 long legs. Ugh.
He was also a huge guy.
Oh,
like
really?
I'm tall. He was taller and wider than I was.
Oh.
Wow.
Which, yeah.
So he had like a colossus leg. Like he had.
Yes.
Did you ask him if it like you could plug your phone into it?
You got a USB port on that bad boy?
Mine's not working over here.
Is there a hotspot? I hate to ask. Is there a hotspot in your leg?
You got 5G from that leg? That leg is 5G.
He was Oscar Pistorius. I forgot to mention.
Yeah, you forgot to mention that small detail. He's out of prison.
He was being transported to another prison.
He was in shackles. So
he was telling us recently that there was a prisoner on their flight. Was that you?
Me?
Gary?
Yeah, it was. It wasn't a big deal. I was traveling for work, and there was a U.S. Marshal there with a guy, and he had like his hands were clearly in handcuffs, but they had like a coat over it, and they were waiting to put him on last. They said his crime
was Oscar Pistorius. Oh,
it was Oscar Pistorius. Yeah,
he's been flying around a lot lately.
Did I mention it was famous Olympian Oscar Pistorius? That or they covered his hands with the coat because it was actually real fake. He had 2 fake hands, and he just didn't want Novak, ogling him the whole time. But, no, I think I don't know what he did. He was but we were going to Germany, so I don't know if they were like literally extraditing him or what the deal was.
Let's say he sits next to you.
Mm-hmm.
Is it easier to ask a guy with one leg what happened to his leg, or a prisoner what crime he committed?
I mean, I'm guessing they're not going to sit a prisoner next to someone in a fucking commercial flight. Like, hey, you're under
even on that.
You're under armed guard, huh? That's pretty cool.
I guess I didn't know how they're transported. Besides, like, we're talking, like, was he transported by Nick Cage on Con Air?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm pretty. He turned to me and said, "It ain't exactly my Tyson Yachts out here." That's how I knew. No, I think it's got to be something where it wasn't a violent offender. So, I mean, they're not going to put like some like mass murder on, like next to Billy Joe Suin or European Vacation or whatever. That wouldn't make much sense.
Yeah. So how long into your relationship, your budding friendship with the convict until you can say, put the bunny back in the box?
Yeah, Con Air. Get it? So did you find out, like, play this off, did you find out about leg or no?
I didn't. Actually, like, we exchanged pleasantries. Said
phone numbers?
Good luck.
Digits.
Maybe we'll run
Yeah.
into you. Yeah.
We exchanged digits. I have 20. He only has 15.
Maybe I'll run into you at Radio Shack when you're oiling your servos in there.
I'm like, you want to exchange numbers? He's like, starts to give me his phone number. I'm like, no, the serial number on that leg.
Now, my uncle has a prosthetic leg from the knee down.
Mm-hmm.
And he has like a leg that looks like a leg. And he cut, he's pretty good at walking with
What,
it. So.
a leg?
He has a leg
Yeah.
that's a leg.
So a real leg?
Well, no, yeah, it's not a human leg. He tapes to his leg.
He has a
Frankenstein-
leg. What's
Putting on the Reds. He just Frankensteins around. No, it's a shin shaped. It's modeled after a real leg, and he straps it onto his knee, and then he has one for more like he likes to fly fish, and that one's not good. He'll lose his balance in the river, or like when he's golfing or something. It's basically just a stick with like a stump that you can like slam into the ground.
Oh, so
you
he
can
like
hold yourself
unscrews
stable.
the leg and puts on the stick leg.
He has the stick leg and the leg, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then it's the Lego Lost. It's just like an elf leg that he puts on and makes him really good at archery. But
and then he has the Lego My Egos. It's just a big waffle.
Right. So as long as he doesn't hear this podcast and never speaks to me again, Novak, I can hook you up.
Yeah.
All the leg shots you want, baby. I could have him start an OnlyFans so you can visit it once a week and ogle that leg.
Leglessonly.com. That's where I get my dating. All right. 3 snacks. 5 point
You
scale.
don't have to have legs at leglessonly.com.
5 point scale. Love that, like that, indifferent to that, dislike that, and hate that. Let's start with Gus's chocolate bar.
Okay.
So the Gus's chocolate bar on top says it is milk chocolate and s'mores flavored.
Now, is
Where'd
this
you get
one of
this
those
from, Chad?
fancy bars that's all like vegan and shit?
I don't think it's vegan. No, there's a local grocery store in San Francisco called Gus's, and I think they make these. We've tried their peanut butter cups before, which were pretty good. But I thought we would try it this more. Well, I was gonna say more traditional chocolate bar, but it is supposedly s'mores flavored. So
Definitely tastes like s'mores. Kind of.
It's like a in one of those packages that looks like it's a fancier chocolate bar that you'll see where it's a bigger, longer, flat package. Like sometimes you get like a big Ghirardelli bar or something like that in it.
Yeah.
it's very
Little
thin,
crunchies.
like similar to like the size of like a traditional Hershey's bar or something, where the thickness, anyways.
And made in San Francisco is noted on here.
I did think there would maybe be like visible marshmallows in there, and there's kind of like some like little small white spots in there. I don't know if that's supposed to be the marshmallow or something, but
There's a tiny little crunch to it too. It's almost. I was actually looking at the cross section because it feels like there's a crunch, and it feels like you taste some marshmallow, but I don't see any of it.
All right,
other than those little specks.
What do you think of this?
Yeah, I think it's decent. I mean, it's clearly well-made chocolate. I think the chocolate is good. They added something to approximate the marshmallow flavor, and I do think you get some marshmallow flavor in it, but it does verge on making it a little sickly sweet. And they try to put some crunch in there, but there's really no graham cracker element to this other than like tiny crunching. And that is kind of one of the good things about the s'mores is you get the crunchy with the soft. But I do think it's tasty. I think I can only eat a couple pieces of it, and I probably should only eat a couple pieces of it because we have 3 other snacks to eat, or 2 other snacks to eat. But I think it's good. I think it's a solid candy bar, and the chocolate flavor is. I like the chocolate in the bar.
Chad, what do you think?
wait, so what, was that a like that or?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I like that. I'm
That was
only
a pretty
280 episodes in. I can't remember how to scale it.
That was a dissertation, Dad. I think this bar isn't perfect. You know, I like Geiger said, I would like sort of like a little more graham cracker flavor. and it maybe is a little sweeter than I like, but I think the flavor is really, really good. I really like this chocolate. I think it tastes really good. The consistency is nice. I kind of like that sort of like little crunch, and the marshmallow. Sometimes in a s'mores flavored candy, the marshmallow can be a little too overwhelming. But in this case, I think it's not. Maybe with some tweaks, this could get loved at. It's very close for me, but I think I'm just going to stick it at a very, very high level like that. But I think it's a really, really good bar.
All right, I don't agree with you guys. I think it's clear that it's a good chocolate. It's quality ingredients, but I just don't think the s'mores flavor is well done. I think it
too high quality
from the overall taste. That's correct.
What if they made a handy stack out of
it? I could picture almost any other ingredient then put it in here. A different flavor might be better with this type of bar. I don't think it's a Gus's chocolate type of thing.
You're probably
this
right.
particular s'mores flavor that I'm not enjoying. There's just a tiny bit of crunch, tiny bit of marshmallow. We couldn't pick those things out. Just don't think it's well executed. And I ate a couple pieces and didn't want more. I'm going to give it an indifferent to that. So we got 2 likes and an indifferent. Not such a bad score, but it does have some tough competitors. Let's go to the Justin's dark chocolate peanut butter candy pieces.
We've had a few Justin's things before, right? A peanut butter cup, I think.
Maybe there's a lot of Justin's
like nut butter,
peanut butter cups, and I think they just make like jars of peanut butter, but a lot of times you find like little packages of Justin snacks.
Yeah, we buy their peanut butter most of the time, actually.
Pretty good.
It's at Target and stuff, and yeah, it's pretty good peanut butter.
Do you get the natural stuff?
No.
Is every single one of yours the same color?
No. I have a green one, but most of them are brown.
Yeah. Same.
Oh, Jesus. I have to dig in. I think there's like, if there's maybe like 17 of them in here, 15 of them are brown.
These have a weird flavor that I can't quite... Is it just me? They taste like almost like... I don't know, coating tastes weird or something. I taste the peanut butter. It's something about it just tastes odd.
Definitely, the dark chocolate flavor is not as strong as I was guessing it might be. Chad, you're going to be up first. What do you think of these?
I think that last thing you said is right, actually, Novak. I was expecting these to be a lot more dark chocolatey than they are. For me, that's actually a good thing. I'm not big on the dark chocolate, so that makes these taste a lot better than I thought. They do suffer from the comparison to the peanut butter M&M, of course, which is they're trying to do an inverse of it. Here they have the chocolate on the middle and the peanut butter on the outside. But when I'm biting into it, I'm like, I just wish this was a peanut butter M&M. Like it's a little bit too hard. The consistency when and the mouthfeel when you sort of bite through, I want it to be softer and a little bit squishier the way a peanut butter M&M is. But I think the flavor is good. I think these would do in a pinch if that's kind of what you're craving. And I could see people really, really liking these. For me, it's kind of a solid like that.
I agree. It's not a peanut butter M&M, but what is really?
Just
probably
peanut butter
not
M&Ms,
not a fair comparison. I think they're kind of tasty, and the dark chocolate's not overwhelming. I enjoy these twice as much as I enjoyed that first snack. I'm going to give them a like that. 2 like that. Geiger, where are you at?
I don't know. I like dark chocolate. I like peanut butter.
Hell yeah.
These are both good things. There's something in the can. I don't know if it's just it's hitting me weird tonight or something, but there's like a weird taste to the coating. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't taste like a pure. Maybe it's just the bitterness of the chocolate is different than I'm expecting with something like this. Because as we've established, it's not a peanut butter M&M. I like it. Why am I fucking beating it? It's good. I look down. There's 3 left. I'm like, who am I fucking kidding? I like it.
Okay, 3 likes, a welcome visitor. It is in the lead, but here comes Jumbo Reese's.
Backing that ass up.
Look out, Justin.
All right, it's time for the segment. Okay. Time for weird science. I'm going to tell you some actual scientific research that was done, some studies that were done, and you're going to tell me how much you're going to invest in that study to find out more, from the range of $1,000 to $10,000.
Wow. I'm so glad that we're so rich to be able to spend all this money on these dumb fuck experiments.
So the first one, every time we do this, somebody's giving drugs to animals.
Yep.
So
Why do the experiment if that's not involved? There's no reason.
right.
Yeah.
So today is no exception. It says a team of researchers led by Gene Robinson, a professor at the University of Illinois. Chad, shout out.
Oh, hell yeah.
Analyzed
Wait till you find out what he does first before you get behind him. Jerk the monkey off into his mouth. What?
Analyzed how honeybees were affected by low doses of cocaine. Honeybees are known to perform dances when they locate an abundant food source. The team discovered that administering cocaine caused them to dance about 25% quicker and more exuberantly and for longer.
No shit. So did Miami nightclub goers.
The headline, Stimulant Stimulates. Congratulations.
All right, Chad. So you start here. It's your alma mater, and they want to give bees cocaine. And they've found that it does make them dance a bit faster, as someone might do if they had cocaine at a real dance club. So, what do you think?
I was wishing that I could say this was probably U of I Chicago, so then I could say it's not my alma mater, but I don't think anybody's doing experiments on bees in Chicago. They definitely are in the middle of the cornfields in Champaign. But it's, I guess it's like, this is always Geiger's question for a lot of these, which is like, to what end? You know what I mean? Like, so you give the bees Coke, they dance more. Do you get more honey that way? Like, you know,
Right.
Maybe if you do, then I could be like, all right, like, you know, bees are dying, like honey supplies are going down or whatever it is. Like maybe we just need to like crank some drugs into all these bees to solve our problems.
Your investment might forward that study.
I do like honey a lot. It is one of my favorite foods. So that part of it piques my interest, like that, you know, that they're interested in bees, but this is really fucking stupid. I'm gonna give it $4,000.
Ooh. All right, Geiger, how much are you going to put in the pot?
I will applaud the ingenuity once again of professional scientists who managed to con the government into paying them to get drugs, to giving them free drugs under the auspices of sticking it up an animal's nose and being like,
It's for the bees!
Conclusion, the llama got high. I think the
This
cocaine
was performed by El Chapo.
yeah. I think the cocaine probably got the professors to get more honeys, but I don't know that the bees, because they went out and, you know.
Women famously love coke.
I mean, in those 80s movies, it seemed like it was working.
All those women like, I don't blow if your nose isn't bleeding. That's what they say.
I don't blow if you're not doing blow.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's probably better.
I don't blow if your nose isn't hemorrhaging blood. Excuse me? Fucking. You are free to leave, ma'am. That's fucking weird. I only blow if...
You wouldn't just scrape the inside of your fucking nose, right?
You're like whacking
Give me a
yourself
knife.
in the nose real fast.
Sawing my legs off. You like me now? I got a leg. I think this is asinine. I think this is the dumbest. Like again, like Chad's conclusion is, turns out the bee got high. Like what was the hypothesis? If there's something where it increases their production or their longevity or reproduction or whatever, that would make some sense. But I don't think it does. It just makes them dance more. Which, congrats, man. I'm $1,000. This is dumb. And I'm assuming there's going to be some things I want to heavily invest in. So coming up,
this one
best is yet to come.
I feel like this one might be up your alley, Geiger.
Okay, I might be offended, but we'll find out.
Intimate relationships with artificial partners.
I'd be okay. You got me so far.
British researcher and chess master Daniel Levy wrote his thesis for his Maastricht University PhD program about how human-robot love, marriage, and consummation are inevitable by 2050. His quote was, "If you ask me if every human will want to marry a robot, my answer is probably not, but there will be a subset of people." Okay, so this guy researched about human-robot love, which is inevitable. So if your funding could move this fledgling community forward. So, I mean, Geiger, what do you think?
That's not really going on a limb to say that humans will love robots. I mean, humans will fuck anything. Humans will fuck peanut butter jars and tree stumps and.
May surprise you, this man's also a chess master.
Yeah. Loneliest virgin on earth thinks humans should just get it over and fuck robots.
He's definitely not a chest master, I'll tell you that.
Please normalize this.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so the research is to develop a robot to fall in love with? Like, am I...
Sure.
Is this a Lars and the Real Girl kind of thing? Okay. Yeah, I'll fuck a robot.
If you get off on love.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I disagree. I mean, I guess maybe AI and all that, they're getting more advanced, but I think we're he's also
Were you listening to last week's episode? Like,
I was in love. That guy sounded hilarious. You're saying, he's saying in the next, 25 years.
Yeah.
This thing will be ready to
You're just
going to
fund this idea of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. $8,000. That sounds cool.
Okay. All right. Chad?
I mean, there's clearly some promise here, because as we already talked about tonight, Novak, over the course of an hour and a half, fell in love with somebody who's a quarter robot. So we can see that it is, in fact, inevitable. So might as well get on the ground floor and make some money here. So, I'm going to go $9,000.
Wow. Okay, I knew that.
Also, I want to raw dog some circuitry.
Is that what you do? They don't have actual reproductive organs. I don't think raw dogging is really required. I mean, you're going to wear a rubber when you're fucking a robot? It's got no womb, man.
Right. All right, a team of psychologists from Plymouth University and Queensland University of Technology have determined after many hours of Tetris that the game can be addicting and distract users from doing other stuff for a while, like eating, drinking, and having sex. It says, here's the quote: "We think that the Tetris effect happens because craving involves imagining the experience of consuming a particular substance or indulging in a particular activity. Playing a visually interesting game like Tetris occupies the mental processes that support the imagery. It's hard to imagine something vividly and play Tetris at the same time. As a support tool, Tetris could be used to help people manage their cravings in their daily lives and over extended time periods."
Fucking nerds. Let me play Tetris all day, mother. It's good for my health.
This is another one where, headline, most popular game of all time is popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why haven't you slept with anyone? It's the Tetris effect.
It's just like a circle and a stick, and you can't quite get the two shapes to meet.
I just went to raw dog this 4-bar down into the hole. Get a Tetris.
So, Tetris is apparently going to be used to
to do
cravings
what?
For food and sex and stuff.
So as soon as I'm craving a cigarette, they just jam a controller in my hand and force me to play Tetris. Yeah, I guess I can't light a cigarette at the same time.
It's just it's every time you reach for a beer, they just blast in your ear. Doo 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 doo. You're like, oh fuck.
They make the beer bottle shaped like a big block. I can't grab it. No, what the fuck? It's been Tetris.
All right, Chad, what do you think about the funding the Tetris effect?
This is, you could say this for any game, right? Like, you see these fucking losers with their Call of Duty, and like they don't even get out of their basement for like days at a time, right? Because they're too busy owning noobs and stuff.
I no longer have cravings. You can barely move. Bring me another bag of Doritos and shove them in my mouth.
I need to drink Mountain Dew and headshot people instead of getting laid, all right? That's what I do.
I only crave more mana for the raid.
I have not fucked in more than a fortnight. Also, all I do is play Fortnite. This does look. I love video games, right? Like I could have been like prototype for this study as a kid. It wouldn't have been it would have been like the Star Fox 64 effect or something. And if they had studied me, but I played a lot of video games as a kid, and I never got laid, so I could have told you that this was true. But I don't think it's worth. I don't see a viable path here of like this doesn't seem the way to go to like actually like help people improve their lives. So I'm only gonna give this one. Let's go $3,000.
Geiger?
So to recap so far, scientists want to buy cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
They want to fuck a robot.
Right.
And they want to play video games all day.
None of this is news to anybody.
It sounds like a lot of justification for existing behaviors. I'm just saying, like, I'm already doing coke. I don't give it to the bee. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. I mean, this is like a no shit Sherlock type of study. Like, when it's a nerd becomes all consumed with playing World of Warcraft for 24 hours in a day, they forget they need to shit. They're craving shits, but they don't shit. That's not really a craving.
They forget shit?
Yeah. I picked something that wasn't
a stereotype of nerds.
I want to shit badly, but I can't because I must raid this dungeon.
Fuck you, Leroy.
Famously sitting in piles of their own feces.
I'm addicted to this instead.
My beanbag chair is made out of turds.
So is the point like in like some sort of disgusting? Is it truly a beanbag chair then? I don't know how you got. Look at my beanbag chair. It's like a mound of feces.
Digested beans in there, probably.
I mean, I think it's like one of the like, what's the application again? It's like, so I'm addicted to weed or porn or alcohol or whatever, and they're going to be like, okay, well, just sit down and play Tetris for a few fucking hours till it wears off. Excuse me, boss. I'm having a really overwhelming urge to bite my nails. Can I play Tetris for the next 5 hours straight? So
you want to try to use this? Use that on Betsy, see if it works.
$9,000. I'm in. Yeah.
I need to play.
I have to play a video game where I'm going to fall to my compulsions.
All right. According to a study conducted by Ian Humphreys and his team, bacon can quickly and effectively treat a nosebleed by serving as a nasal tampon. For this bizarre method to work, one must plug the bleeding nostril with a piece of cured pork. The meat must be uncooked. At Detroit Medical Center, Humphreys and his colleagues tested their bacon hypothesis on a girl who had Glanzmann thrombasthenia, a rare hereditary disease that causes prolonged bleeding. After sticking a piece of cured pork inside the girl's bloody nose, the bleeding stopped immediately.
No fuck.
It says the practice was discontinued. Humphreys and his colleagues speculate that the high risk of acquiring parasitic and bacterial complications from stuffing one's nose with cured pork caused the unconventional treatment to be abandoned.
Yeah.
And the trichinosis worm sucked up all the blood. It was perfect.
All right, Geiger. You're going to fund shoving bacon up people's nose.
I mean, I don't even... Where does this fucking start? Like...
It starts because the scientists did too much cocaine and were trying to figure out how to stop their nosebleeds.
Oh, fuck. This girl's nose won't stop bleeding. Like, Larry had a BLT left over from lunch. And just start shoving pieces of sandwich up her nose. Oh, the bacon worked really well, actually. It was uncured pork. It was this also, I guess my other question, this isn't like the 1800s where they solved everything with like cured pork and cod and shit, right? It was, it was like, put some hardtack in there so he's getting scurvy or whatever. Like, this was
slap her with a fish.
Yeah. Bloodletting.
No, this was recent.
Recent? Like when?
It doesn't say the year here, but I mean, Detroit Medical Center, that's got to be fairly recent. And there's diseases, this long disease name that probably didn't.
Detroit Medical Center is just the name of a butcher in Detroit. Like, well, we got pork.
Dr. Mark Twain, it says here. So,
this says Dr. Professor Pig. I guess. No, I don't get it. This is terrible. Why would you shove raw pork up you can get like raw pork is unsafe.
It stops bleeding. Proven.
In lube, but like sure. But sort of like a cork. So is your finger. Sort of like a fucking marble. Like there's a million fucking things you could jam up your nose that will obstruct the flow of blood. I'm assuming the pork is like absorbing it, but so would like cotton and tampons and I don't know, gauze. I'm just saying they have cleaner ways to do it. That's what this is a. Sure. This is a problem in search of a solution in search of a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I like bacon though. $4,000.
Ooh, Chad, you going higher than that?
I mean, the bleeding stopped because she died of bacterial infection. You know what I mean? Like, they don't mention that part. This here, you got to look for the ulterior motives. The ulterior motives is that these scientists were like a bunch of bacon bros. You know the type. Are like, oh bacon.
Those guys, yeah.
Well, that's the ulterior motive.
Mm-hmm. And they just wanted funding to buy a shitload of bacon. All they have to do is just push one piece up the girl's nose, and then they can cook the rest and eat it all, as bacon bros do. So,
fucking hot plate in the emergency room, just sizzling around.
So this is too transparent for me. Plus, bacon's overrated. $2,000.
All right, number 5. Speaking of horrible experiments performed on oneself, in the 1990s, veterinarian Robert Lopez took ear mites from a cat's ear and placed them in his own ear. He was trying to determine whether humans can get mites from cats. Turns out...
So he got some mites from cats.
But he still repeated the experiment twice more and then got published in the American Veterinary Medical Association. So to figure out whether humans could get mites from cats, he took mites from cats and put them on a human himself. So I'm not sure what further work could be done in this area, but Chad, you want to give some money to this?
Well, I mean, there's lots of other bugs on cats that you could place on your body, and then you can expand to other animals. Like, can humans get dog fleas? Well, let's take some fleas off of a dog, right? And then, like, you could go out into the ocean. Like, could humans get barnacles from a whale? Well, let's pull some barnacles off a whale and stick them up our ass, stuff like that. There's lots of potential applications.
Common barnacle latching site is the inside of your ass cheeks.
They like it somewhere that's
through ears. Moist. Is that like? Does anyone know anything about?
That's usually where cats have them. I think. Yeah, there's like a specific type that live in the ear. But I mean, again, like to Chad's point, this is like picking up ants off an anthill. I'm like, can I have ants on me? And they just throw them on his head. Like, turns out I can. Like it's that. No shit, dumb fuck.
Yeah, this guy's a fucking idiot. 1,000.
Okay,
so, and that's not even like. I mean, look, I'm no scientist. We all know this. I am Dr. Chip, but it's not like an experiment to see if we can naturally catch ear mites from a cat. Would it be like make sure the cat has ear mites, maybe get a bunch of cats with ear mites, and like have them live in your house and sleep in your bed and like be in close proximity to you? It's not. I wonder if we can get ear mites. Let's scoop the ear mites out and put them in my ear. That's not how that works. That's like.
Did he think they were just gonna die like in his ear because?
Yeah.
Could they even live on humans? Right?
I mean, yeah. Can I get Ebola? So I injected myself with Ebola. Turns out I got Ebola from it. Like, this is the fucking dumbest. $1,000. Get these are idiots. I want to give money to somebody.
Ebola soup or what? What kind of bowl?
Wow.
Oh boy. Nope.
Will that get cut? That's the biggest question. Will that make it to the final? All right. You guys ever had hiccups and find them annoying?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, there's a study about how to cure hiccups that you might like. When beset by a flurry of hiccups, a few minutes of putting up with the involuntary jolting is usually sufficient enough to get them to subside. However, other times they can become far more unmanageable. In such situations, there's a surprising but highly effective cure. Published in 1990, Termination of Intractable Hiccups with a Digital Rectal Massage. Details the case of a 60-year-old patient whose seemingly nonstop hiccups were brought to an immediate halt by a massaging finger in the rectum.
Ooh!
A second occurrence a few hours later was curved in a similar fashion. Right.
Similar, not exactly. It wasn't a finger this time. It wasn't.
The research notes that no other recurrences were observed. So,
I promise I won't have hiccups again. Stop shoving stuff up my ass.
No, I think it was the opposite way. Like, he had hiccups. They fingered his asshole. They stopped, and later he's like, "Oh, someone's got the hiccups again." Coochie coo.
No further observances.
Guy's like holding back, a little hiccup slips out. The guy rips his finger out. No, I'm done. I won't hiccup again. I swear to God.
Hiccup, snap. The glove goes on. God damn it!
Bend over. I'm gonna cure your hiccups.
Or if you like getting your ass played with, hiccup constantly. You're in constant need of a cure, and that's the only way to cure it is digital stimulation.
So I'm gonna have some really fucking bad hiccups.
I want to see the look on our wives' faces when I have the hiccups. I'm like, look, baby, there's only one way to cure these. Can you just help me? What is it? Stuff your finger up my ass and run it around in there like you're making change. What the fuck?
Strap this on. Lube it up.
Let's do I want to play science researcher tonight in a role play. I will be hiccup patient. Okay. We are to who are we to?
I think it's me.
Geiger, the hiccup cure. I mean, these hiccups better be like vaulting my entire body like off the bed so I can't sleep. Then I might consider this.
You need to be that guy we talked about in a previous episode. Check the archives who's like hiccuped for like 70 years straight or whatever it was. Right. If only that poor guy didn't grow up in a time when playing with a butthole was impermissible.
If only he knew, all his problems could have been solved.
If only he knew the magic button to his hiccups was in his anal tract somewhere.
By old Dr. Pervert.
The guy comes into the doctor. He's like, I can't stop hiccuping. Doctor just whips a butt plug at him.
Dr. Pervert. It's weird. I go to Dr. Pervert and the solution to fucking everything is playing with my asshole. I told him my mortgage was past due. He played with my asshole.
Doc, I got a rash. Well, I got kind of a cure-all, if you don't mind.
Doctor, I've got Ebola. Well, let me just shove this up your ass. No, it's a bowl of soup. It's a bowl of soup.
You gotta leave it in.
The finger? Oh, no, I see what you're saying. I know. I've got a phantom pain from my fake leg. Oh, this guy in the plane massaged my asshole for a while. My leg felt better.
I think I got cat mites. Oh, they're in my ear, doctor, my ear.
Meow! Don't make the cat go get them. Yeah. Oh man, getting played.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a weird. I don't trust it. I don't know how they arrived at this conclusion. I don't know how it accident. Well, I don't look. Like I said, if I was racked with hiccups and that was the only way, I guess.
You've never taken your health seriously.
Look, the doctor ordered you to have your asshole played with. Stop ignoring the instructions.
Geiger, you're reaching an age where you need to start thinking about your health. Now, goatsy.
Let me wings, dear, let me wings. Your hiccups are at an end.
Hiccups can be very dangerous to men in their 40s.
The fucking hiccup lobby is out there. Like during the football game. Are you racked with hiccups? Here's a new product. Just shove this up your ass and rotate it around. If it actually helped, I'm sure somebody could use it. $5,000, I'll split the middle. I mean, some guys might like it too, and no judgment. So they might just, hiccups. But...
hiccups. Doc, I got some hiccups again.
Hey.
Hick.
Yeah. Hey, it's our anniversary. I think I might have hiccups tonight. Get out the button, dog. Got some hiccups.
They say like one of the hiccup cures like is getting scared, right? So like in all likelihood, this person was not expecting it.
Sneaks up and jams a finger in there. God damn it! Basically, all the cures, like hold your breath, like he definitely could have been doing that.
Yeah. Could have been drinking water upside down. Yeah, could have been. And then he was bent over while he was doing it, and the guy just shoved his finger.
Yep.
On the other hand, I do think there is some truth to the science because I'm pretty sure millennials don't ever get hiccups. So I'm going to invest $7,000 in this one.
Okay, last one. A 2005 paper by Dr. Satish Chandra Mishra from Charak Palika Hospital in New Delhi looked and reported methods of intervention for this most unpleasant of problems and found that most common approaches either take too long or could make the circumstances worse. All right, the problem they're looking at is getting your penis caught in your zipper.
That's a problem. Still fun.
They did. So they did a research on the best way to cure this, or get your dick out.
Zip carefully. Yeah, move your dick.
The researchers' paper said. It said the researchers' paper says that safe and painless manipulation of penile zipper entrapment details instead a quick, simple, and non-traumatic method using wire cutters and a pair of pliers.
No, thank you. I've got a simple solution. Clack, clack.
My penis is caught. Get the jaws of life.
This won't hurt a bit. Turn on the hydraulics.
Does not say how they're used, just that the best method they came up with involved wire cutters and pliers.
Was there a huge epidemic in India of men getting their penises intractably stuck in pant zippers? Like,
how did they find patients for this?
I don't know. All right, keep zipping it. Wait, is it wedged in there? Okay, now.
Is your dick caught in your zipper? You may qualify for a study.
Oh boy.
Okay, Chad. Dick in the old zipper.
I mean, I probably can count like maybe 2 times in my life that this epidemic has happened to me. And it was literally just like, and then you just like pull the zipper back down, and that's it, right? And then like,
did you suggest that thesis to the doctor? Maybe I could improve it.
Yeah, first I went into the doctor, dick out the whole time because I couldn't put it back in, and I said, "How do I solve this, doctor?" And he went to go get the wire cutters, and then I was like, "Oh wait, let me just zip it down." That's what I did.
Comes back with a blowtorch hood and stuff.
Hold still.
Actually, the best cure for this is I put my finger up your ass. So that'll get the zipper down. That's really, really, really strange. $1,000.
All right, Geiger. This is happening to somebody, right? They need money to further the research.
Doctor, you came to the right place. Clack. He got out his tool shit. I've been waiting for this in my go bag. Yeah, somebody is getting paid to figure out how to get your dick and balls out of a zipper. That's something men have figured out.
They didn't say balls.
Oh, balls! You need like a welding torch, a yo-yo for some reason.
Yeah.
You know who never got his dick caught in his zipper was Bob Vila. He always was real quick to get it out.
I was like, what? Today on This Old House, you ever get your balls stuck in your pants? We've got these old Victorian jeans, and I'm going to get my penis stuck in this refurbished 1800 zipper. Show you how to get it out.
It's a close up. Zip.
Al, give me the clippers. Oh, God. No, we got Dr. Sharita Sharama here. And she's going to help us untangle this web on This Old House.
Why did I reinforce this zipper with rebar?
Rebar. Now this zipper's to code. Oh, God. Damn it. Oh, this is bizarre. These are just not problems. Like, I'm with Chad. I've done it maybe once, and I went, "Oh, that hurts," and then unzipped. Here's the plan: unzip.
I bust in with the wire cutter. Die for your guy.
We're like holding your arms up, like, no, let us use the wire cutters. It's safer.
Strapped down to a rack. This is for your own good.
It's so much quicker this way.
I'm gonna take up bolt cutters and go to town in your groin. Someone give him Tetris to distract him. 10 grand sounds great.
Okay. All right, jump on Reese's. Let's see what the big old Reese's has to offer. So this one,
big Reese's,
is, what's the ounces on this thing? 2.8.
Ooh, big boy.
How many Reese's would you say this is the equivalent to?
Chad, you sucking your dick?
4?
Where'd you go?
You get your dick on your zipper?
Reese's came up and suddenly someone got stiff over there.
I dropped a piece on the floor. I was looking for it, but
it's jumbo. You got plenty more.
there it is.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, mine broke a little bit too in the transit, I think. Comes in a cardboard little tray.
I would say this probably like 3 Reese's, because one Reese's is like what, like 150 calories or something like that.
Yeah.
How many calories in one?
You could break a little piece of this off and stick it up your nose too.
105. So I was right. This is like 4. I was right, like way back when, not this most recent time. This is like 4 Reese's cups, like the equivalent of buying a king size pack.
That makes me feel a little better because I can put back a king size pack pretty easy.
Yeah, it doesn't quite. I mean, this, I think, tells a different story on the package. It looks a lot thicker than what it actually is.
Yeah, the package is a little misleading. I actually think the proportions look the same. Like I think when we did the gigantic one, it wasn't quite the same. Like the chocolate was a thicker layer. But if you didn't have like scale, like you saw a picture of this, you could believe maybe it was a regular Reese's cup.
It feels like it's kind of similar to the proportions of like a big cup, but just like stretched out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, it's a Reese's cup. I don't think they've messed with it too much. Now, when we did the gigantic one, I definitely did not give that a love. That was way out of whack.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think this one, they've kept things relatively similar. And I think that was successful. It's still very tasty. I could easily down this whole thing. I have no choice but to give it a love dat.
No choice.
Geiger, what do you think?
It's not my favorite. I don't like it that much, but I'm contractually obligated to say love that. So, no, I think this thing is. I mean, what are we doing here? It's a Reese's. The proportions are pretty close to a regular Reese's. It's just more of it. Which
humans have consummated love and marriage with Reese's cups by 2050.
By 2050 or by like 3 years ago in Maine?
I was talking military time.
Oh.
Later today.
Get the wire cutters out. Chad's dick is intractably stuck in a Reese's. Yeah, there's no love that.
Also, I cure my hiccups by putting a Reese's up my butthole.
I bet.
Makes sense. All right. Two loves from the precipice of a basket of puppies. And who should be at the helm here but King Reese's? What say you?
Yes. Is this better than a regular Reese's cup? Absolutely not. But, I will say I don't think they really even set out to do that. They know that it's inferior to the regular Reese's cup, right? Like, that's not the point of this thing. The point of this thing is a gimmick. It's excess. But, I mean, it still has that same Reese's flavor. It's almost like when you get, like, if you got, like, the Reese's eggs, but you ate, like, 3.5 of them or something. It is too much, is what I'm trying. It's too much to, like, just kind of sit down and eat the entire thing in one sitting. Now, having said that, I have eaten the entire one of these in one sitting before. They're super tasty. They're delicious. It's not my favorite Reese's product, but it is really good. It's loved at.
All right, basket of puppies. Not a huge surprise. What do you eat? Wait, are you eating still the cup, or was that something else, Geiger?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You
I'm still eating the
picked
cup.
it up. It looked like you took a bite out of a big old sandwich or something.
Geiger's got some nose bacon on hand.
Yeah. I hate these 3 snacks. Now I'm having bagel and cream cheese to polish my night off.
All right, Geiger. Listeners, where can they contact us?
If you have ever shoved pork up your nose to get it to stop bleeding, if you like a thumb in your ass to stop hiccups, if you have a prosthesis of some sort, connect with Novak. He'd love to hear more about it, and he's very awkward and shy about having to ask. So you broaching the conversation would be nice. And if you would like to try any of the snacks from our podcast, go ahead and do it. I don't know where the fuck I was going with that. If you want to suggest a snack for the podcast, dispute our ratings, leave a question for a mailbag that we'll never do. You can do so at youtradetdat@gmail.com. We're also on Facebook and YouTube and X and Instagram. Anywhere you can get your podcasts, you can get ours there too. If you could leave a review with some stars and say how great it is, if you like it, that'd be great. And if you have friends and family you think would enjoy it, please let them know. And as always, thanks for listening.
All right, marrying a robot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It will not be legal within our lifetime. Do you think? Yes? No?
No, I don't think so. I think.
Fuck.
I think you probably have to keep it. Like, there's legal protections involved with the marriage and stuff, right? So it has to be like a human to human thing, I think.
The insurance would be a lot higher for a robot. They're more expensive.
Yeah. But also you'd assume, like we say robot, you don't think of AI, right? But now this is a different discussion of AI, like making its own decisions. Doesn't want to, if it wants to go get a finger up its ass, it can.
Mm-hmm.
So.
AI can
you can program it to want to finger up its ass?
No, you don't. AI just comes.
Yeah.
You program it to have the hiccups, and then you are there waiting with your gloved hand. That's what you do.
Yeah. So, what's the question? If it's legal, would I have one? I don't know. Yep. Sure.
Yeah, but I guess. Does that big tits? Yeah, okay.
I haven't gotten the question yet. The question was, what cup size do you want on your robot?
How big do you want its fingers for hiccup management? Novak, would you just be perplexed by it because you'd want to ask about all its artificial limbs at once?
But what about what?
Oh my God, your nose too. I'm just picturing like a robot that looks like the maid from the Jetsons. She had a dumper.
Yeah, pretty hot.
Yeah.
All right, last question.
Wood.
Your Johnson's caught in your zipper.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You have to get it out using only a construction tool.
This is a MacGyver situation here.
Hell yeah.
Right? No hand involved at all. Right? What's your chosen construction tool?
I only get one tool?
One tool.
One tool to rule them all. Jackhammer. No, I don't know.
I mean, okay, well, but the normal way you extract dong is just reach hand down to zipper and pull zipper down. So I guess pliers on zipper, pull zipper down. Like, what? This isn't
the way you extract dong.
Not saw.
Saw? Who wants to get saw near their dong? What the fuck?
Saw. Extract your penis from your zipper or a bomb explodes in your heart.
By the way, I have the hiccups. Come over here. The key is up my asshole.
See if you can get a finger up my butt while I ride this tricycle around.
Yeah, I would probably use the puppet from
Nail
Saw.
gun?
Oh yeah, shoot my pants off.
Acetylene torch.
I mean, like, what X-Acto knife? I don't know what the fucking options are. I don't work on the fucking a hammer.
What do you mean what the options are? Like, look around your tool shed. Lawnmower, ladder, like, these are the options.
A ladder. I don't need to be using any more ladders. Yeah.
I fucking hang myself if that ever happens.
I'll get a ladder. I'll fall off a ladder and knock my dick out of my pants. Okay. Take a hammer and beat on my dick until it's meat, and I just pull it out.
Geiger, your penis needs an MRI now. What kind of music do you want to listen to?
Classic rock.
A level? Just to make sure that your dick's straight?
A
level. Protractor, probably. Yeah, probably protractor.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a circle around my dick.
Is that what a protractor is for?
Probably WD-40, actually.
Oh, that's a good one. Lubricate the
if
zipper.
You want an honest answer.
Yeah.
WD-40.
All right, on this old house. Hey, Al, can you come over with that WD-40 just spray me down my dick? Huh? She's just standing there like that big fucking dork with the glasses just hosing him down with WD-40.
No, we know what it is, guys. Tape measure, right? So you can brag to all your bros about your giant dick stuck in the zipper.
Yeah. If you were like, my dick's out of my zipper, I'm like, I don't believe it. How big is it?
Good thing I got my tape measure.
Today we're going to be inside of a New England Tudor. And so here we are. Oh, fuck.
Get the WD-40 and the tape measure.
All right, so this is some new construction, and that's a new zipper. Oh, jeez.
That's a new zipper? I've yet to zip these. I should have pre-zipped.
I didn't test the zipper out. The zipper didn't pass inspection.
Today we're going to be installing a new gas range. Oh, God.
Why is he zipping on set in the midst of a monologue? Welcome to this old jerk. God damn it.
Let's go replace these marble countertops.
Oh, Bob Vila.
All right. Well, that'll do it for this.
Poor
time.
mangled penis.
Trying out 3 brand new snacks.
Yep.
Started to lay out the exact location of where the radius is. Then these off, run a series of blocks for each radii joint. You've got it all framed in. Everything is level, nice and plumb. It's great. And then try that. Give it a big jump. Nice work. Hit all of it. Funding for this old house is provided by